Good time of day, guys. My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Wonderful Everyday. I changed my intro because, personally, I think saying, "What's up, guys?" is, I don't know, it's just cringy, so I decided to change it. Try to stand out a little bit more, nothing wrong with that. Hopefully it's not too off-putting, but you guys will get used to it, I'm sure. Anyways, last episode, we continued through Jabberwocky as we finally made our choice. And we chose our choice to split the route, I guess. And we chose the bottom one, which ended up with Tomosane and Yuki having a very intimate moment, so to speak. So yeah. Otherwise, we got to see a interaction with Tomosane and Takuji, which was a lot. It was definitely more interesting seeing those kinds of interactions from Tomosane's perspective, since now we know it's not just, oh, bullying. It's, you know, something different. He's hesitating to erase Takuji, which is interesting. And, before we continue, I got a comment. I'm great at talking, obviously. I got a comment explaining more of how, why I should just go into the next chapter after I get the ending for this one, after my choice. And it is because the ending for this will change. Well, it goes into the next chapter, basically. So, yeah. I guess that makes sense. So, let's just continue then. Do you know what Mamiya did today? Or what he thought and felt today? Rather than treasuring the moment, I chose to look to the future. Yuki looked at me and chuckled. I don't really know all the details. You don't? Yeah, he's vehemently denying the memory of a certain point in time. Denying his memory? Yeah, I think something happened today that Mamiya Takuji would never admit. Something he would never admit? I can't see that part of his memory at all. He must really not want to remember it. It's completely gone. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Mamiya Takuji himself probably doesn't remember that it happened, even though he experienced it firsthand. He can change our memories that much? I'm not sure, but... Tomosane, be careful. I think something is about to happen. Something absolutely unimaginable is going to happen. Oh, yeah, it's the 12th, so Zakuro's suicide happened, right? Is that what he's trying to forget? Unimaginable? Yeah, I'm the Harmonizer and you're the Destroyer, but pretty soon those roles are going to become meaningless. Meaningless? How could that happen? Tomosane, don't you feel it too? Ugh. Of course I felt it, and today it was more certain than ever. Yeah. Today, Mamiya Takuji experienced something traumatic that could change our world itself. Even if I am disconnected from you and Hasaki-chan, I'll do my best to figure out what's going on. Can you do that after you're disconnected? I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'll do my best. Well, I'll trust that you know what you're doing. The problem is, we might not be able to exchange information anymore. That might be a problem. We should both write notes and leave them in our room, though the other you would probably forget to do that once you're disconnected. No, it might work if I make a habit out of it. A habit, huh? Can you make a habit in such a short time? Probably not, but damned if I won't try. Memory modification. That's not creation at all. Rather, his experiences are having an effect on Yuki's memory. To be honest, he could even be changing my memories too. You're gonna practice writing memos to yourself, huh? Yeah, I guess so. How could the situation have changed so much in such a short period of time? Something that happened to Mamiya Takuji had this effect on him. Oh. Yeah, it definitely was the suicide that he erased from his memories then, huh? Because there was that whole part in It's My Own Invention where it's just like constantly death, apostrophe S death. And it's like the only characters who have died really are Shiroyama and Zakuro. So I'm guessing that must have been Zakuro, whose name he was blocking out. Even though he definitely did refer to Zakuro on occasion. Like there was a whole H scene with Riruru and him seeing her body and crap like that. So... yeah. It's not like he's denying that Takashima or Zakuro, he just refers to her as Takashima, existed. But maybe he blocked out the memory of seeing her dead body. Or the memory that she's dead at all? That's kind of weird, though. That doesn't, like, fit perfectly in my mind. Well, unlike with how Tsukasa and Kagami are Hasaki and her rabbit doll. Like, that clicked immediately, basically. That made sense. But him blocking out the memory of Zakuro's suicide doesn't really. So, yeah. Something that happened to Mamiya Takuji had this effect on him. Surely there must be some clues. When I looked up, Yuki had disappeared. Well, you guys should have the cell phone by now, right? Like always, she disappeared in an instant, without any warning. And then right after that... Oh, you did too, huh? July 13th. Alright, just one day later. San. Who? This voice. Oh, that's Hasaki. That's... Alright, that's blank. Ooh. Hasaki?
Huh? Tomoni-san?
Yeah.
Tomoni-san?
Oh, right, because you haven't seen her in like over a week or something. Hasaki, what's wrong?
You don't know what's wrong? Jeez, I haven't seen you for a week now. I thought you disappeared.
A full week?
That's right.
Does that mean today is July 13th?
Yeah, that's right.
So after yesterday, I'm here again today. Being able to go to sleep and wake up the next day, anyone else would take that for granted, but it's like a miracle for me.
Tomoni-san. Tomoni-san. Ah, Tomoni-san.
Oh, sorry. Hasaki clung to me and cried. I stroked her hair. It's really painful, watching Hasaki cry like this. If I disappeared, would I make her cry like this? I thought it would be fine if Yuki was still around. That's what I always told myself. But when I saw the new Minakami Yuki last night, I was convinced. That wasn't the same Minakami Yuki I knew. She was different from Yuki, like she was very far away from the world. Someone completely disconnected from the world. I'm sure she would protect Hasaki. A Hasaki with another name and another face. Before, I thought it would be fine, so long as she protected Hasaki. But now... Hasaki.
What?
I'm sorry. Could you leave me alone?
Huh?
Hasaki's face looked even sadder when I said that. I didn't want to make her sad. But... No, that's not what I mean. I'm not trying to bully you, really.
Then, why would you say that?
I have to change.
Sure.
Come on, I need to change out of these clothes.
Yeah, I moved so you could get up.
That's not what I meant. Anyway, could you leave the room?
I haven't seen you in so long, Tomoni-san. Why are you hiding in bed?
Can't you take a hint? Mornings are problematic for boys, you know. Oh, great, dude.
You really are avoiding me. Last week, when I wanted to sleep with you, did it bother you that much?
No. It's not like I'm trying to avoid you.
If you don't like it, then I'll stop doing that stuff. Just please don't avoid me.
Damn it. I was trying to push Hasaki away for such dumb reasons before, and now she doesn't trust me. She must have thought the reason she hadn't seen me for a week was because I didn't want to see her. I guess last week was a bit awkward, so I understand why she would think that. When two people grow closer, and then they don't see each other for a week, I can understand why she would feel like she was being lied to. But Hasaki, that's not it. No, don't cry.
Sorry, I know it's selfish of me to say that. I'll just go.
Wait, Hasaki! That's definitely not what I meant! It's just that I'm in a bit of predicament because of an irregularity in the blood flow in my lower body. I'm not trying to push you away, really. Okay, dude. Shit. What am I running my mouth for all of a sudden? So much had happened recently, I shouldn't have said all that.
Tomoni-san! Thank goodness, I thought you didn't like me anymore. I couldn't talk to you at all for so long. I
made her cry again. Wait a second, now we're right back where we started. Great job.
Do you want something to eat? I can make you something.
Yeah, but let me shower first.
If you shower first, you'll be late.
I don't really care if I'm late.
I care. Oh, that's right. Tomosane, go ahead and take your shower. I had a good idea.
Sure. Okay.
What do you think?
A sandwich, huh? Well, I guess I can eat it on the way.
Yeah.
Why is this idiot carrying around the plates and cups?
Make sure you drink your orange juice, too. Vitamin C is really important.
Sure. Well, I know vitamin C is important, but she didn't have to bring the tray, too. Jeez. Isn't that heavy?
No, I'm fine.
Really? Those must have been heavy, and that doll's eyes kind of creeped me out. I did feel bad for abandoning Hasaki for a week like that, but when you cry like that, I really don't know what to do, Hasaki. Why is she so attached to me? Minakami Takuji was her original brother after all. I'm just an alternate personality that was created a few years ago. Was it really a few years ago? Why is Hasaki always chasing after me? If she wasn't so attached to me, I wouldn't have any regrets about leaving her behind. I used to think I wasn't scared of disappearing, but now that the time was nearly here, I realized that there was still a little bit of fear left inside my heart. No, it wasn't just a little bit. My heart was brimming with fear. My remorse, my regrets. Those emotions at least I had to extinguish so long as I was still alive. Excuse me, is my brain just melting? Because this sentence makes no sense to me. Those emotions at least I had to okay, now it makes sense. Okay, that's just really strange wording. I didn't know how long I still had left, but I couldn't wallow in my regrets. Why'd you follow me all the way out here?
We're at the school already, huh?
Yeah, you didn't have to put the tray in a coin locker just to ride the train with me.
Okay, I'm going back now.
Sure.
This isn't the end, is it? This won't be the last time we see each other, will it?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Really?
Of course. Have I ever lied to you?
More than once.
But I'll keep this promise. Really. What's wrong?
I was just thinking, you really haven't changed at all, huh?
I haven't.
Never mind. Okay, do your best, Tomosane.
It's just school. I said goodbye to Hasaki and went through the school gate. And just as I did... Oh, what the... Oh, that's Zakuro over there. Yeah, that's not right. Huh? What is this? For just a moment I felt something. Is that Zakuro or is it just a character that looks like her? Because it looks a lot like her. Something disturbing, like I was being pulled by something just now. Is it a sign that I'm going to lose consciousness? Huh. My consciousness was being tugged on by something. I sensed that I was on the verge of fainting. I had never felt anything like it before. Is this what Yuki was talking about? If I hadn't felt it coming on, it would have definitely swept me away. Just like it always does. This must mean I've gained a little bit of Yuki's power too. If I felt it coming on, I could at least resist it for a while. But it took quite a deal of mental fortitude, or else I'd be swept under right away. Oh, what? What's that? Something that wasn't there a moment before, a shadow, suddenly appeared in front of me. What the? A female Kita-Hai uniform. Is that Yuki then? Nope, that's Tsukasa and Kagami. No, that's not it. There were two shadows. Oh, great. A voice I haven't done in forever. Those are...
What's wrong, One-chan?
One-chan? No, I see. That means... Those two girls are... Wakatsuki Tsukasi? Great job, me. Wakatsuki Tsukasa and Kagami. This is how Yuki sees Hasaki. No, I already parted with Hasaki. Does that mean that Yuki sees vestiges of Hasaki's form even when she's not around? I see, that explains that. Oh, nothing. Huh? Why would I be doing that?
She probably wasn't doing anything that weird. Probably.
Oh, it's nothing. I heard bits and pieces of a conversation, but one speaker in the conversation was missing. Yuki was. Does that mean my consciousness is nearly gone already? Shit! Damn it. What's going on here? This has never happened before. Mamiya Takuji, what are you trying to do? Chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. Chatter. I opened the classroom door. The classroom was nearly black and white. I couldn't tell if I had lost consciousness already or if I was still there. But I had the feeling that another personality was seeing this, Yuki. The situation. The classroom was raucous with chatter and gossip. What's going on? The faces I saw were the same as always, but something was different. They were all talking about something.
Seems like it really was the girl from class 3. I heard she was with some people from another school.
Really? It actually happened?
That's super scary.
Who's that? You don't know? She really stood out. She had really long black hair. Black? She seemed like a total bimbo. She was in the classes we had along with class 3. She had a long bob cut. The one with huge boobs who acted like she was in The Grudge or some horror movie like that. Yeah, the crazy Grudge girl. She had huge boobs. She was always alone. No, yeah, I remember her.
But still, right after Shirayama-kun from class 3. It's kind of scary.
Isn't he in this class?
But wasn't that an accident? Still, it happened just a little while ago. That's scary. So many bad things happening in such a short time is kind of... One-chan?
Yeah. Oh.
Good morning, Kagami and Tsukasa. So, What's wrong, Miu? Why are you so pale?
Okay. This was strange. Now even my perceptions were being warped. Iwata Miu shouldn't have been able to see the twins. There's no way Hasaki was really there. My perceptions were completely warped. It should be.
Good morning, Mamiya-kun. So, hey, there was this Takashima girl in the next class, right?
Takashima? Takashima Zakuro from the next class over. The one who was really attached to Minakami Yuki. Apparently, she also met Mamiya Takuji.
Takashima committed suicide.
What? I only met her yesterday. Takashima-san committed suicide? Oh god, this is a fucking... Okay. Oh, what? Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to read the whole thing, but it's auto-scrolling, and I can't read that fast. It's completely different from when I witnessed one of my... Wait, nope, that's the top one. I only met her yesterday. Takashima-san committed suicide? By Takashima-san, you mean Takashima Zakuro-san from the class next door, right? Yeah, the gloomy girl with the black hair and the bob cut. Yesterday evening, she jumped off a roof near the train station. She jumped off a 12-story apartment complex. Apparently, it was really nasty. I felt cold sweat running down my back. She jumped with 2 students from another school. Yesterday evening, just a few hours after I saw her. My hand was balled up into a tight fist, and the 2 students from another school were probably those 2 girls that were there with her. Which means they met up there so that they could go kill themselves. When I opened my hand, it was damp with sweat. I see. I'm terrified. I'm a lot more upset than I would have expected. This never happens to me. How strange. It's all so far away. Is this, like, just a faster version? Like, this is... I think it's the same text from, frickin' Down the Rabbit Hole 2, right? It was completely different from when I witnessed one of my grandparents die of cancer. I thought I knew what human death looked like. Maybe it's because it was a suicide? Because she was my own age? I don't know what on earth I was thinking. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. First, organize your thoughts. Really, you hardly even knew her. I just happened to meet a girl who was on the verge of suicide. That's the part that's making me feel uneasy. It's true, this is a very bizarre experience, so it's normal for me to be upset, but there's really no reason to get too worked up about it. I can't deny that I am feeling rather perturbed. She kissed me. Right, okay, yeah. These are Yuki's thoughts then. New Yuki's thoughts, I guess. A girl that was about to jump off the roof and commit suicide kissed me. And her last words, just before she did it, "I'll give you some of my power." What did that mean? A person prepared for death gave me a kiss and said those words to me. But what could it mean? It must mean that... The one thing that's truly setting me at ease, the worst thing about it all is, that must be it. A grudge against you? I'm not holding any grudge. I don't have a bad impression of you. Those words truly upset me. The last thing she did before killing herself, what was the meaning of that kiss? Calm down. Don't think too deeply about it. Right, it's dangerous to think too much about a suicidal person's actions. Thinking too hard about something ridiculous like that just invites unfounded speculation. Nothing more. That was just before she committed suicide, so she wasn't stable. And she just so happened to see a girl she knew from school. She was full of doubt and fear, and in her last moments, she just wanted to talk to someone she knew. She was being bullied, so you could think of it like this. I was one of the few people who didn't bully her, so she got attached to me. It was just a process of elimination. She wanted to speak her last words to me because of that. That's all. No reason to think so hard about it. Huh. Calm down. Hold on to your consciousness. The moment I learned about Takashima's death, words flooded in from the world Yuki was seeing. Right, okay. My consciousness was almost blown away by the information overload. That must mean Yuki's personality. No, Yuki's world was active right now inside my brain. At the very least, both of our worlds were existing in parallel at that moment. At any moment, my world could be absorbed by hers. For now, I just need to hold on to my consciousness as best I can, so that I can gather accurate information about what's going on.
Mamiya-kun, didn't Takashima-san talk to you sometimes?
Me?
Huh? Am I wrong?
I see. She must have thought that because Yuki and Mamiya Takuji knew her. I'd hardly had any contact with her myself, though.
But it's still a shock, huh? And it's right after what happened to Shiroyama-kun.
Shiroyama? You mean Shiroyama Tsubasa?
Huh? Yeah, that's him. He fell off the school roof a few days ago. Everyone was talking about it.
Shiroyama fell? What happened to him?
Well...
Did he die?
Mamiya-kun, you didn't know?
When was it?
About 3 days ago. Well, I think it was July 10th.
That same day when I recovered consciousness after being out for 4 days straight. Was it an accident?
I don't know. Everyone is saying it probably was.
He fell from the roof. Knowing him, he was probably high on something or other and had an accident. Then what about Takashima Zakuro?
I don't know. There are rumors that it was a suicide, but no one's really sure. Have you heard anything about it?
No, not at all.
From what I hear, it was yesterday evening, at like 6 o'clock. Apparently it was one of those apartment buildings near Suginomiya Station.
An apartment building in Suginomiya.
Everyone, please sit down.
The chatter in the classroom instantly evaporated when the teacher appeared. Of course, that wasn't because of the teacher's authority. Rather, everyone in the room simply believed that the teacher was holding the answer to the question on everyone's mind. The reason for the noise. The truth behind the rumor. In other words, did Takashima Zakuro really die? Why did she end her life? And tons of other questions in that vein. The teacher stood at the podium. All eyes in the room were glued to that one spot. Some of you may already know, but yesterday, a student from the neighboring class, Takashima Zakuro-san, passed away. Unfortunately, tears were forming in her eyes, and for some reason the classroom erupted in noise. The teacher didn't mention her cause of death, but she still had lent some credence to the rumors. Even if the death was a suicide, the school wouldn't announce it. After all, it was difficult to determine whether a death like that was suicide, an accident, or murder. The only people who knew the truth were probably the police, family, and those at the scene of the incident, so they didn't want to announce it publicly. If it were announced as a suicide, lots of people would search for the cause. In other words, whether or not there was bullying involved. But in the end, had the school made the right choice in keeping quiet? At the very least, the school had already experienced one death by falling before this. The last one looked like a plain accident, but 2 deaths in a row would still cause rumors to crop up. And then the mass media might show interest too, since they were always lacking real news to show. The school might make the situation worse by trying to cover up the facts in a situation like this. This could easily turn into just the kind of scandal the mass media loves to dig up. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. Chatter, chatter. What? Again? My consciousness is... a fuck ton of chattering. Oh my god. I'm not reading absolutely every single one of those. That's just a lot of chattering. Maybe they really are talking about me. Maybe they'd be glad if they... oh god. Maybe they really are talking about me. Maybe they'd be glad if they could drive me to suicide. Is that it? Is their chatter really about me? That's it. That has to be it. That's why they're looking at me like that. Those bastards are the lowest of the low. Shit. Shit. Oh, my head is itchy. My pores hurt. So this is Takuji's thoughts. Right. I forgot that he also is semi-conscious, at least, at this scene. Crap. Why does it feel like this? Them. It's their fault. Yeah, it's their fault. It itches. I scratched at my head and arms. I couldn't help it. It was so painful and itchy. Damn it. Those bastards. That's it. If I were the Prime Minister, I would kill you all. That's right, I'd sentence you all to death. The loser's death, the whore's death, the idiot's death, the slut's death, the student's death, your death. The ignorant's death, a happy death, the death sentence. That's right, the death sentence. I won't let you have a normal death, something more degrading and more painful. Right, okay, come on. It's so much text, right? Even if you scream, I won't forgive you. First, I'll tie you up naked in public, no matter if you're a man or woman, of course. Then I'll take red-hot pliers and cut into your calf, then your thigh. That's exactly what he did to Kagami, isn't it? Then your right arm, and finally I'll gouge out your chest. For the women, I'll carve into your breasts until I see the bone under your flesh, and then I'll use a ladle to pour molten lead into all the holes I've carved into your flesh. In the calf, the thigh, the arm, and of course the hole I've cut into your chest. And then the air will be filled with a smell, almost like a barbecue. Drip. Drip. Huh? What is this? Rain? No, wait. It's tears. Your eyes are wet. With tears. In my life, I've cried far more tears than you. Pathetic. No one is going to sympathize with you. Just like how no one has ever sympathized with me. No one will sympathize with you. The death penalty will still go on. Next, I'll take the rope from a harness and wrap it around a horse. And your thighs, your legs, your arms, and all your limbs. I'll make it pull. But from what I've heard, even with a horse's strength, it's not easy to sever the joints. I'll make the horse pull over and over. You will scream with indescribable pain every single time. If 4 horses aren't enough, I'll make it 6. Even then, I won't be able to sever them. For 4.5 hours, the horses will try to rip you in 2. But they won't be able to remove your limbs. It's not their fault. I'll order the executioner to cut into the flesh of your limbs with a knife. Those cuts will go all the way to the bone. They say a horse can't sever limbs unless I do that. Then the horses will pull with all their strength and everyone will hear the sound of your flesh ripping apart. Everyone will hear the sound of your bones being crushed. Finally, your limbs will be severed. But you know, even when that happens, a human doesn't die. Even in that state, you will writhe in pain. Your jaw will move up and down, almost as if you were talking. As the Prime Minister, I would watch the spectacle, and then I would give the final command. Throw him into the fire. Your severed limbs. And then finally, your torso. Even after being cut into pieces, you won't die. You'll be burned alive. Slowly, slowly, millions of slowies. Got it? I'm not reading every single one of those. I hope you're not in a rush. Christ, I hope you're not in a rush. I hope you didn't have anywhere you needed to be. And in the end, this is the result. Just what you see before you. I hope you weren't in a hurry, you losers. Yep. Okay, you're saying that all over again. Okay. The reflux again. Someone else's world overflowed into my own, but it wasn't the same as before. This nastiness. That wasn't the world Minakami Yuki sees. Hatred, resentment, jealousy. A world filled with negativity. Only one man could see such a world. Mamiya Takuji. Our worlds overlapped, which meant that he was close. I have to catch him. I have to catch Mamiya Takuji. I have to catch him because there's something I have to do. I have to erase Mamiya Takuji once and for all. Focus your mind. Tune your consciousness so that your world crosses with his. Mamiya Takuji's world. The world that he perceives. I saw his back through the haze. Mamiya Takuji. His pathetic form was enough to inspire fear deep within me. When did I begin to fear him like this? No, there was no such point in time. The disgust I felt for him must have been born of fear. I'm truly afraid of this man, of Mamiya Takuji, which means... My foot reached him. It didn't go through him, which meant my world now perfectly overlapped with Mamiya's world. I didn't know if I'd ever have another chance. This might be the end. I will erase him. I had to erase him. What was that? Huh? What was that? That memory just now. No, right now I have to focus on Mamiya. Are you ignoring me? I was talking to you.
Yuki-kun?
Ignoring me, huh? That's pretty gutsy.
Why is Yuki-kun here? He wasn't here earlier.
What'd you say? Is there a problem with me being here?
Not at all.
Takashima Zakuro. She committed suicide. Why don't you follow her example?
Huh? What?
Why do you sound so surprised? Can't you just go die too? Is there anyone at all who wants you to keep on living?
Nick!
You sound like a girl. Pathetic. Well, whatever. Takashima Zakuro. She died, huh? I didn't think she would die.
Huh?
Please don't die. Got it? If you die, the police will come after me, you see? Just the implication was enough. Anything was fine, just so long as it made him fear me. My raison d'etre is to lead him to self-denial, which will eventually cause him to disappear. So I'll do anything I have to. Want another one?
Nick!
Here goes. What? My world was forcibly closed. I struggled, but I sunk down below consciousness as if there were weights tied to my legs. I screamed something out, but the words held no shape. The outline of my ego lost its shape, and I sunk down into the depths, like a sugar cube dissolving in water. Huh. My ego tried to drag itself back out, the continuity of myself being myself. My consciousness melted and split apart. I lost the hands with which to struggle. I lost the arms with which to struggle. Down into the depths. Down into the depths. I sunk below the surface. The depths of my mind. A sinking self. A disappearing world. It watched the world. The lost world. What the fuck is that? If returns to the sky, then I can become at last. That's bullshit. You're not. It's like someone holding someone at, like, someone holding someone else with a knife to their neck or something. Shut up. Shut up. I was born to be. It's his fault. Yuki-san, Yuki-san. No way. Why is here? No. Yuki-ne. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Oh god. Takuji, you fucking bastard. Shut up, shut up. You're just a commoner. What do you know? Yuki's blood slowly spilled out onto the cold sidewalk. What the fuck is this? As I held her in my arms, the slowly spilled out of her body. I was born to be the... So don't get in my way. If hadn't been born, then I would have saved the world. Because at the end, I have to return the world to the sky. Just like the prophecy says. If dies, then if returns to the sky. Yuki-ne, you can't die. Please. Takuji. Tomosane, are you afraid of me? Am I afraid? But that is the right way. Because I'm the person who will pass judgment upon all people. Because you're a commoner, Nissan. What the fuck? A commoner and a genius. The savior, the world, end sky, the door to the sky. You are the one who will die. I won't die, won't die. I will curse you, will curse Tomosane, curse you a million times. I won't die, won't die. Hasaki is the one who will die. If Hasaki dies. Mamiya Tomosane. Minakami Yuki. What? Mamiya Hasaki. Becoming words below the level of consciousness. Memory arrangement. Okay, hold on. Mamiya Tomosane? What? Will and aspect. Possibility and mirror. End sky, sky. Mamiya Takuji's curse. Tomosane, you have to protect her. Protect Hasaki-chan. You are the only one who can go any further, Tomosane. What? Excuse me? July 14th. Okay. I'm incredibly confused. But I get the feeling that I'm supposed to be. Where am I? Right. I lost consciousness when I tried to erase Mamiya Takuji. This is the break period. How much time has passed while I was out? I quickly pulled out my phone and looked at the time. 2 hours? Wait. The date had already changed. An entire day had passed. What is this? The breaks in my continuity were getting worse. I was losing consciousness every time my concentration slipped. Consciousness. Now that I think of it, I feel like there was something I saw just before I lost consciousness last time. Something, probably something I don't know. I don't know what that means. That feeling again. That feeling is him. That existence growing stronger by the day. A strength that could swallow me at any moment. This is not important. I reached out and grabbed the shadow before me. And right when I did... Ooh. The year 2012. What the fuck? The year 2012, July 20th, Sanami Kotomi. White Lotus Association Founders Prophecy Return to Sky. The twins mistake. The Savior is torn in pieces. I think I read everything right there. The Savior is torn to pieces. Founders Prophecy, yeah. Return to the Sky. The twins mistake. What? What? What were those words? I knew some of those words, but a lot of them I had never seen before. A prophecy? July 20th, 2012? The twins. Torn to pieces. But my thoughts were suddenly interrupted. Oh, that's Takuji. Yuki Tomosane-kun. Yep, I figured as much. He's crazy mode right now. Great. Mamiya Takuji turned around. A revolting person. I felt a new, sickening revulsion when I saw him. Worse than ever before. What's with him? There's something different about him. Did something happen? Confidence? How did he change so much in a single day? What's wrong? Mamiya, you're kind of... Oh, what? Okay. Huh, Mamiya-kun? What's up? A nuisance came into the room, but I ignored them. Mamiya. Mamiya-kun? Hey, you dumb piece of shit. What's up with that goofy grin? My grin? Am I grinning now? Are you talking back to me? I'll apologize if I offended you. Sorry. Apologize? What the fuck are you talking about? Didn't I teach you a better way to apologize to me, you little shit? Okay, that's a new sprite. A better way? The atmosphere was clearly different. His attitude wasn't obedient at all. It was just the opposite. I know this Mamiya Takuji. I had met this Mamiya Takuji before, somewhere, in the distant past. And at that time, too, I was afraid of Takuji. Show me you're sorry with money. Bring me 200,000 yen. That includes what you were short last time. It felt like I was bluffing. I felt like a perfect fool. But still, I believed that I would get the same result, as if nothing had changed in the relationship between myself and Mamiya. He'll just cry because he can't do anything. No, that's only what I wanted to believe. Money, huh? So, when do you want it by? What, you don't care about the deadline? Not really. Either way, I don't really care, I guess. What, do you have a way of getting the money? Maybe I do.
So why do you want 200,000 yen?
What'd you say?
Well, I'm at it. Why don't I give 200,000 yen to Numata and Nishimura, too?
What?
Huh? Seriously? You're gonna give us money?
Did you win the lottery?
Maybe I did. How do those two perceive this?
Like, is it just Takuji talking right now, not Tomosane?
Really? Seriously? You don't mind? You finally feel like paying your debts from all those drugs you stole from us, huh?
Yeah, those must have been worth over 1 million yen, you know? Shut up! I fucked up that voice hard.
Huh?
Forget about it.
Huh? But you could just... I wasn't kidding about those costing 1 million yen.
Wait, okay, that is Numata.
If you can, you really should pay us back.
No one said I was gonna pay you fuckers. But you won the lottery, didn't you? Either way, you bastards need to disappear. Huh? Don't make me say it again. Disappear. Eek! They both ran off in fear when I yelled at them. Well, from their perspective, I offered to give them a ton of money and then suddenly got pissed at them.
Impressive.
Huh?
It really is impressive how you can make people submit to you out of fear.
You little...
Do you want to talk? Should we go somewhere else?
What'd you say?
Let's go to the roof.
Oh, that. Let's go to the roof. For some reason, those words made my heart race. The rooftop. Mamiya Takuji. On the rooftop. Those two words seemed to resonate with just the wrong frequency. Like they struck a dissonant chord in my heart. Oh boy. Alright, Mamiya-kun. You know, Takuji, what you said today really hurt my feelings. You were so well trained, and now you've gotten rebellious. This is the rooftop. And class just started. No one will come here. No one will come to save you. Even if you die, no one will notice. I said it dramatically like that to give myself some confidence. My heart was pounding like it would never calm down. Takuji's eyes looked me up and down. As I looked into his eyes, I was taken in by the impression I was gazing into portals to hell. Black pupils, hell, rooftop, falling, knife, blood. Mysterious words suddenly flowed into my brain, associations my mind had never made before. Connections between words, an unstable frequency, the racing beat of my heart. Mamiya-kun, is there something you want to say to me? You must have gotten the wrong idea after watching some dumb anime. Are you starting to understand the situation you're in right now? A preemptive strike. I didn't put all my weight into the blow since I expected him to dodge it. My fist slammed into his nose, sending blood flying through the air. Ugh! Has that pain reminded you of anything? In the end, that's all you are. That's all you're good for. You'll live your life being bullied by people who are stronger than you. There's nowhere for you to run. The only place you can run to is the grave. Go on, cry. Just like you always do. Cry. The hell?
It hurts.
Takuji.
It hurts. You gave me another nosebleed. Ever since you broke my nose, I've started getting nosebleeds all the time.
Huh.
Do you want to end up like Shiroyama? I'll make your death gruesome enough to repay you for every punch.
I wondered what you were gonna say. What are you on about? Did you cast some curse you read about in some occult magazine on Shiroyama? What's with that crap? You really are stupid, huh? You really think I'm scared of that shit? Oh boy. A curse? It wasn't a curse. It was inevitable. Huh? What are you talking about?
He died, Takashima-san died, and now you're tormenting me. It was all set up by my mother. Nope. Sanami Kotomi. Is that like her maiden name? Like, we've already been told that her real name's Kotomi, right? So Sanami is her, original family name, her maiden name? What was that? His mother's name? I think Sanami was her maiden name. Fuck. I literally just got done thinking about that. No, that's not important right now. My mind is confused. Calm down. Just focus on the person in front of you. Huh? What? What the hell are you going on about now? It's true. Something in Mami Takuji had changed, but I still would never forgive him. Your mommy killed Shirayama and Takashima, and you think she asked me to bully you? You wouldn't understand, even if I were to explain it. But I shall tell you this much. What? Your role has ended. My role has ended? That's right. It's over. What do you mean? You existed only to discipline my mind. Today, your role has ended. Huh? What are you talking about? Discipline your mind? You're such a dumbass. Do you still have a brain left in that head of yours? I've always thought you had a screw loose, but I didn't know you'd gone off the deep end already. I was wondering what you were gonna say. Well then, today I'll have to beat you harder than ever before. After I've given you the normal beatdown, I'll stick pencils in your ear and punch them. It'll be beyond painful. I'm gonna hurt you so bad you'll wish you could kill yourself. Here goes. No. What? I didn't let my guard down, I'm sure of that. I was even more focused than when I fought Yuki, and yet he had no trouble grabbing me when I struck at him. He dropped me to the concrete before I could pull my arm back. If I didn't react, I would fall right on my head, so I sacrificed the joint he had grabbed instead. Ah! No, Jesus. All three of them have, like, fucking fighting sprites. Oh, look. I prepared myself for the next blow. White hot pain ran through my arm, but the rest of my body was uninjured since I took the hit well. More importantly, this battle. It's all happening in my mind. Unless Mami Takuji receives the same injury, I know it's not real. So if I just endure the pain, my arm will heal in a few minutes. You... But I need to avoid any damage to my head. Damage to my brain will scatter my consciousness. If I lose consciousness here, there's no guarantee I'll get another chance. Especially now, since he doesn't desire the same result he once did, his own destruction. He wants to erase me, so that he alone will remain. You're rather impressive. I thought the battle would be over in an instant, but you really are strong. What'd you say? After all, I am the strongest person in the world. Jesus, what are you on about? Right now, I'm stronger than any person in human history. That's all. You're crazy. Did you really lose your marbles? Now it's my turn. No, Jesus. Mami Takuji's attack. He seemed downright reckless. Overconfident? But that was good news for me. I turned my back to him and quickly spun my body around. Of course, I lost sight of the enemy for a moment, but I knew I couldn't defeat Mamiya without taking at least some risks. Huh? Ooh. Oh wait, that was Takuji who said that, right. I hit Mamiya with a clean back fist. Ridiculous. You act like you're a black belt just because you learned a few tricks. You're gonna need another 1,000,000 years of training to match me. This is... He got lucky with that one. If I'd hit him in the right spot, I would have won right then and there. But I missed his jaw, where I was aiming, by about 10 centimeters and ended up striking him in the cheekbone. A little lower. If I had hit him in the jaw, the result might have been different. Mamiya Takuji could still fight. I was on the verge of despair as I spat these next words at him. Come on! I'll show you just how strong you really are. Oh, Jesus. Ah! I was right to be worried. I should have erased him sooner. By the time I realized, it was already too late. Nope. I can't believe he could do that. Even after I was reborn. You haven't beaten me until you've broken every bone in my body. Ugh. I was losing my grip on consciousness. I heard a crunching sound as he dislodged one of my teeth. He must have kicked me. My head was spinning. But I held on to consciousness, somehow. But there was still nothing I could do. Psh. Like hell you're the strongest. Knock it off with your delusions. You're gonna need to kick harder than that if you want to kill me. Mamiya, remember this. If you don't kill me now, I'll end you next time. That's what it means to fight me. Mamiya Takuji! Yuki. I'm done playing along with your delusions. My delusions? That's right. Your delusional world. No, your world itself will end. My world itself? That's right. I see. I understand now. Understand what? My preparation to become the savior is still not complete. You're still going on about that? That's the reason you're so strong. Huh? What the hell does that mean? You can come challenge me anytime you like. I'll make you bow to me every time. Eventually, I'll make you bow down in spirit, too. I'll make you bow down before my glory. You crazy bastard. Keep on barking. You can challenge me anytime you like. Your existence is nothing more than a challenge for me to overcome on my path. My battle with you is just training. That's the reason my mother gave you such exceptional power. Your mother? Just how crazy are you? Well, go rest for today. You can't challenge me to a rematch with those wounds. Oof. Mamiya let out a wild laugh in celebration of his victory. I was just thankful that it wasn't night, that there was no knife, and that Hasaki wasn't there. Ooh. Somehow those thoughts floated up within me as I faded to black. No, that scene's gonna be fucking weird then, huh? If we end up getting there. The final scene between Tomosane and Takuji. Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit scary, huh? Ooh, this chapter's gonna go mad, ain't it? Well, I guess at this point it's finally starting to get a bit serious, if nothing else. Very intrigued with how it's going to continue. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to end things here for now. That's going to be it for this episode then, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!